So here we have the RCA 816K chassis. It's been doing some work on the automatic frequency control circuit today. Found several errors in the circuit. Actually, there's a section in the manual that recommends changing some components out, so I changed those out. I also found a really old lump of solder that was melted between one of the tag strip connections, actually from the grid of the oscillator control tube to the chassis. So it would never have worked like that. So that fixed, the new components in there. I then redid the IF alignment. This IF transformer here is a discriminator transformer, and it needs to be set such that when the tuning is too high of the IF frequency, it automatically compensates with the oscillator control tube, which acts as a sort of a variable inductance, and the same if it's too low. And it only switched in on when it's in electric tuning. So previous video described how to set the tuning positions up as 8 presets. So I've got it set on one station at the moment, and it's on electric tune. And I'll just switch to manual tune. You can see it's now slightly off tune. Just switch to electric tune, and the automatic frequency control kicks in and brings it back onto absolute tune. And if it's any further off than that, with a particular station, there, I switch to electric tune. It actually cycles through to the opposite end and comes back to that station. And the automatic frequency control locks it in again. So I'll try another station. It works much better on strong stations. This is a bit of a weaker station. So a strong station, it locks straight onto it. So that's the tuning mechanism fixed, apart from one little bodge, which you have to take this little spring off in the back here. It's called spring N. To do some of these AFC adjustments, and the original spring flew off when I tried to put it back on. I also noticed that pinion gear there, that wide gear, was flopping around, and sometimes it wasn't quite meshing properly, so I had to pad it out with a piece of old credit card at the back there. This chassis is going to have a new or different set of gears installed in it when it goes back to the Spark Museum. For my friend to install a slow motion drive. So I'm not too bothered. I'll make this a little bit better, but I think the new gear, providing it's locked onto that lever properly, it should be okay. Works fine with a little bit of padding in there. Just a shim to take up the slack that's worn in there over years of use. Apart from that, the set's working really well. So I'm going to get the new tubes. I'll realign the set again with the new tubes installed after being burnt in for a few hours, and then the chassis is just about complete. I'm going to do a little bit more cleanup. Probably give the power transformer a coat of paint, and that's about it. I cleaned the dial up today. That's gone really well. My friend is going to fit a new glass as well out of a donut chassis. This one was cracked in the corner. So these are individual strips of glass. So this just needs this top one taken out, and he's already disassembled the other radio to do that. He's also got the slow motion dial out of it to put in when this goes back to the museum before it goes back to the set's owner. Right, there we go. RCA 816K, automatic frequency control and electric tuning, now working as it should.